Hello viewers, how are you? This is Sensory Studio Mira, and I will deliver the news about the Israel-Iran war. This is Yazd from Iran. This is right after the Israeli Air Force's airstrike. Suddenly thick smoke is rising. The Israeli military carried out airstrikes on several locations in southwestern Iran. There were several armories here, and all of them were bombed. This is the area where the United States carried out airstrikes. The yellow area is the diagram of Iran's Fordow nuclear facility, and the red area is where the United States bunker buster struck. Precision strikes were carried out at 2 locations, and 3 confirmed holes were found, and it's said that 2 bunker busters were used at each spot, making a total of 6 used here. The Iranian Red Crescent has stated that there were no casualties when the United States struck the nuclear facility. Iran has stated that the United States intervention this time was a big mistake. The Islamic Revolutionary Guard Corps of Iran has stated that the United States will deeply regret its airstrike on Iran's nuclear facility. The Iranian parliament has approved the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, pending approval from Iran's Supreme National Security Council. The Strait of Hormuz is a very important maritime shipping route. About 30% of the world's seaborne oil shipments and about 70% of the oil imported by South Korea pass through the Strait of Hormuz. Now that Iran has approved the closure of the Strait of Hormuz, South Korea's situation has gotten even worse. According to a Columbia Broadcasting System report, it was stated that there is still uncertainty about how Iran will act. In addition, the United States further stated that it is unable to decide how to respond, as this is the highest level of tension in modern American history. It is reported that United States Secretary of Defense Peter Hegseth announced that the United States airstrike on nuclear facilities succeeded in destroying Iran's nuclear facilities. There are 3 nuclear facilities in Iran. It is said that the B-2 bombers heading toward the Pacific were decoys. 6 B-2 bombers were used as decoys, and 7 were actually deployed. In addition, the United States deployed 125 aircraft and used 75 precision-guided weapons in this offensive against Iran's nuclear facilities. The operation was named Midnight Hammer, and it is said that this was a unilateral operation by the United States. The chairman of the United States Joint Chiefs of Staff said it will take some time to finalize the assessment of the damage caused at Iran's nuclear facilities. Chairman Dane Kane of the Joint Chiefs of Staff told reporters at the Pentagon, "I think the presidential drawdown authority is still ongoing, and it's too early for me to comment on what might remain." Russia criticized the United States' actions targeting Iran as an irresponsible decision and stated that it was a violation of international law. China strongly condemned the United States' attack on Iran and pointed out that Iran's nuclear facilities are under the protection of the United Nations International Atomic Energy Agency. They stated that no one should violate another country's sovereignty. The European Union recommended that all ships evacuate from the Gulf of Aden. A missile attack by the Houthi rebels is expected. That concludes the video. Thank you.